first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Oh.
He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw in the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by Kenningwell on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They go play action with Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got the connection to Moore. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Again, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Trucks over him. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. At their own 37-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. Touchdown, Jaguars. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Throw out right, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Jags grab it. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of it.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Patterson on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet. But we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together. And we're capable of doing so.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Chargers at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert got his man. It's Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Herbert back to the air. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Completes it to Davis. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. To the air again, Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Steps away. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year as they have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Chargers 17.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. I'm ready. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are once again back in front.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on first and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
That's caught by Howard. And he is going to have a Jags first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
The score, Jaguars 42, Chargers 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, Justin Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 79 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Jaguars 49, Chargers 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Now, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. He finds his man complete. It's Peterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But gets through, and now an opening. Chargers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to at least get one score back. Oh, this is blocked. And the Jag taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. And this crowd can't believe what they're seeing. Things go wrong even after a touchdown in this one. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last two plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection led to the block.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood at the 23. It's 2nd and 12. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. The 20. Touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A gain there of 21 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression, Jeter.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
By Trayvon Walker. A big loss on the play.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
They have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Etienne once more. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
And he finds Howard complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He's going to air one out. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 51, pass box, right.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball from the 1-yard line?
Yeah, I just got done walking my dinosaur, as you well know. And ordinarily, I'm screaming, run the football from the 1-yard line. But if you are going to throw it, just take extra care. That didn't happen there, and they turned the ball over.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he is going to go down. 6-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw here, Herbert. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert dancing to his... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.